I'm Kim Sorrell. Welcome to the show. And I've met this amazing man, Tim Chey. He has this movie right here that is going to be in theaters very soon. When is
August
that?
9th. August 9th.
August 9th. August 9th. But we'll be talking about that in a minute. But first, I want to know about you. Like, you're in the film industry. This is not your first movie. Tell me about your background.
Oh, thanks, Kim. This is our 16th movie, actually, my 16th movie. And I worked with Cuba on Freedom. That was for Showtime. And I've been a friend of Kevin Sorbo's for over 10 years. And James Barrington is a great actor from London who beat out about 10,000 actors in this role. Film Firing Squad is based on a true story of these prisoners who faced execution and won a lot of people to Jesus during that time. So it's an incredible true story, and we're very proud of the film. And thank you, Kim, also for showing the film or watching the film.
Oh my word, yeah, absolutely. It was an amazing film. It is an amazing film. I would tell everybody in the world to go to it for sure. But you have to bring all these people together to make the film. So first, there's the story, and the story's incredible. I mean, the story's, we'll get into the story a little bit more in a minute, but the story's incredible. But the work that it takes to put on this film, right? Like, how long have you been planning on it? How long? Like, when did you first start dreaming of making the film? No.
Well, they faced execution, Kim, in 2015, and I happened to be in Asia at that time. And I heard it on CNN Asia. But I heard something interesting. The lady said, "Are they at peace?" The TV anchor said, "Are they at peace?" And they said, "Yeah, they have a savior." And I said, "Wow, that sounds pretty cool. I've got to tune into this story. Prisoners facing execution, but they're at peace because they have a savior." That was really cool. So that started the impetus. And production-wise, we spent about 3 months prepping it and about 3 months shooting it overall. We shot it in LA, Las Vegas, and we shot it at prison camps.
Oh, really?
Yes. And my good friend Alexander and Blake were my associate producers. And of course, Alex is behind the camera right now.
Yes, he is. He's a great guy. He's got the world by the tail and is going to be doing incredible things, right?
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. So, the movie itself, this guy, holy cow, everybody did an outstanding job in the movie. You sure cast it well. You did such a great job with casting. And the crew, you know, I'm sure it was fabulous. But the story is so compelling. And one thing I wanted to ask you is, like, the prison itself looked like they took care of it. Like, they weren't, you know, like there's a locked up abroad or whatever that show is where they show the worst of the worst prisons in the world. So I'm sure that you based it off with actual life. How did that?
Yes, that's wonderful, Kim. We actually were planning to go to Thailand or the Philippines, but we ended up finding a prison camp that was abandoned here in the U.S. And it was recently abandoned, so we're the first film to ever shoot there. And we did encounter some fire ants. I can show you some scars. Alex can show you some of his scars. My wife has some scars. But we overcame it all, Kim. We overcame hurricanes, everything. And we came through. We came through, and we're very proud of this film. And,
did you feel like the forces were against you? You had to overcome so much?
Well, all filmmaking is hard. All filmmaking is hard. My friend Dean Cundy, who shot 2 of my movies and was the DP of Jurassic Park and Back to the Future, he told me, I can teach a student at UCLA, where he teaches also adjunctly. I can teach them how to move a camera, but I can't teach them the psychodrama that happens on every single movie. And we had a little bit of psychodrama. But God came through for us. God came through for us.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And the story itself, you know, I think some people might see it and go, well, shoot, if you travel to another country, you have to obey their laws, right? Because it seems so extreme. Why they're executing people, right? That it's the death penalty for drugs, anything with drugs.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a death penalty, and so we could look at it because it doesn't happen in our country.
No.
And but it's the rules, it's the laws of the land.
Yeah.
And you're pulling for them. You want them to just not have to go through it, but it is what it is. And I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with the story because it was big news and trying to make things happen for these guys. But all in all, it ended up being a story that you put in a movie that now is going to touch lives. Like I think these guys, the real life guys, I think they probably have no idea that had no idea that it would be a film someday and that it would touch lives someday
That's
and
right. That's right.
bring
Good
people
point.
to Jesus.
Good point.
Right?
And even the verse that says, a seed, when it dies, it blossoms. And nobody in the U.S. really has heard of this story. And they haven't heard of the other story that I shared about 1970. A terrorist took down the biggest building in Oslo in Norway's history. And no one knew who did it. 34 years later, he turned himself in and said, I'm the one who bombed that building in Oslo. And he did it because he saw Passion of the Christ. 1 hour later, he turned himself in.
Oh my word.
And very few people in the U.S. have heard that story too. So these stories need to get out. Thanks, Kim.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because you hear the bad part of it, they're going to be executed, they are in prison, you hear that part. But that's not the story. The story is so much deeper and incredible. And and I think too, it could be easy for people to say, well, shoot, you're going to die, so of course you're going to get faith, because you want to know where you're going. But I don't know that that's true. Because you do a great job of depicting
Another guy.
Another guy.
And he refuses to accept Jesus.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So, what do you think of that?
Well, not everybody will be saved. Jesus said, actually, very few will be saved. That's kind of scary. The road is broad and narrow. The road is narrow. But at the same time, I have a lot of hope. Everybody I've met at the NRB is going to heaven. They're all born again. That's great news. But the world itself in the U.S. is getting darker and darker and darker. And I think there needs to be a savior of light at the end of this tunnel. And that's only Jesus. Only Jesus. So that's why this film is important. We're going to shine a light across the U.S. August 9th. And it's not for anything else other than Jesus. It's not to make money. It's not to be popular. It's not to be famous. And that's the whole point of that song, George Michael. It's all about fame and money, and there's more to that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And I love it that it's a high quality shoot. Because for a while in our world, Christian films didn't have the best rap, right? The word cheesy was thrown around.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
And Christian programming, Christian movies have changed dramatically. They're as good or better than anything coming out of Hollywood. And I would argue better because of the message, right? Yeah. So this is definitely a high quality film and so well done. And I appreciate you doing it.
Thank you.
I really do. I appreciate your heart for it.
Well, we appreciate you and everybody in the media. To let people know that it's lights.
Right. Always. Yeah. So tell people how they can go to the website, what they can see now about the film, the trailer, whatever. Yeah.
Thank you. They can go to Firing. They can just Google Firing Squad. That's a lot better.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot more stuff.
Go to Firing Squad movie, Firing Squad. Right. And just Google it and go to it. And in Cuba, I didn't know Cuba could sing.
He's an amazing singer. His dad was from the Mamas and Papas, I believe, or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
My word, just incredible. But again, thank you so much.
Thanks,
Everybody,
Kim.
go to this movie. Bring Kleenex with you. Bring tissues because you're going to need them. But it is moving, and you're going to want to go out after for a cup of coffee or something with whoever you went with and digest the movie and talk about it. Yourself some space. It is so good. And so nice to meet you. I wish you nothing but the best, and the movie will be great. And you,
Thanks,
Alexander
Alex.
Bannon,
Great.
behind the exactly. Yes. All right.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank
Bye
you,
now.
guys. Bye-bye, guys.